And today I want to talk about Tech Marines. I think Tech Marines are kind of cool. Here's one that I have. I'm not going to showcase him. I don't want to talk about him today. But I do want to talk about Masters of the Forge as far as an HQ choice. I think that they're very interesting, if not fluffy to play with. As much as I like the idea, though, there is no option for a Tech Marine on a bike that you can go to the store and buy. So what you have to do is you have to convert everything and put it together yourself. As such, I decided to take on the project. But with it came a couple of problems. So here's my little Tech Marine. I'm going to put him off to the side. And here is a regular biker. This also happens to be my scheme. It's a homebrew chapter. So if the colors bother you, too bad. In any event, here's my little guy. And he's on a bike. And it looks cool. But how do you get this big, huge honking Tech Marine on a tiny little bike? So I started to think about it, and I did some search on YouTube and on the various 40K sites, and I came to a tutorial listed on heresyonline.net. One of the forums there was a person named Jeslad, excuse me if I'm not saying it correctly, and he posted a tutorial from a user called Binary, who came up with an idea of how to make a quad bike, because you need something substantial enough to carry a Tech Marine. So today I just finished my quad bike, and I want to show you guys the difference between one bike versus the other. So I'm going to move my Tech Marine out of the way and bring in this quad bike and let you guys take a look at it. And I just finished it, haven't primed it, haven't put it together just yet, but really this is two of these little bikes that you split to make a quad bike. So hope you guys like it. There's really no base for this thing, but we did find, I don't know where I got this. I got this at my friendly neighborhood nerd store, and these are magnetic. I don't know, I think these are Gale Force 9, I'm not sure, but they are the perfect size. So here's the regular base, and this is why I brought that bike out. Here's the regular base, here's the other one, and I think that this is a pretty decent fit for a quad bike without using a lot of cheese and without being too exposed with a huge base. It also works for attack bikes. Here's one of my attack bikes. But you have to see, the trick is you put him on an angle. And if he's on an angle, then you can get him to fit. It's much better, I believe, than the Dreadnought base that they would like for you to use. Here he is with a Dreadnought base. This is what it looks like. So this is one of the fancy ones. He doesn't quite fit on there because of the stuff, but I don't know if I like that look size-wise. I'm not sure I'm feeling it. Maybe we can put him on a little better. Well, he's not going to fit anyway. But nonetheless, I don't like that. So I got these bases. Looks kind of cool. And it fits. But really what I want to talk to you about today is the quad bike, so let's stay on task. I used the idea from the tutorials that was on heresyonline.net. As I said, all credit goes to Binary and Jeslad. But all in all, pretty cool model. I don't know if you noticed, but I did put a magnet on here. So I magnetized an arm. Oh, which by the way, the other thing about this Tech Marine, let's go back. The other thing about the Tech Marine is that there's no conversion beamers for it that are available that you can just go out and purchase anymore. So they had an old model back in the day, but it wasn't very nice. I think it was a little bit bulky, and they're still hard to find. So because they're out of production, it's very, very difficult to find. However, our friends over at Chapter House have made this sprue very, very cool. They've got their own conversion beamer. I like this one better than the one that Forge World offers. They just brought one out. But I picked this guy up, and I think it's pretty cool. So it's a cool little sprue, comes just like that. And now you have a conversion beamer that you can use with your Master of the Forge. If you notice, they also include some backpacks, which are really neat. And you've got the little servo arm, and I don't know what this doohickey is here, but I'm sure you can attach some sort of gun to that on one of the shoulder pads, either here or here. So, back to my quad bike. So on my quad bike, I put some magnets on there, and I got from one of the kits, I put a magnet on it, and now I have a cool little arm that I can use. Stay in frame. And I also magnetized this, so I've got a little action, what do you call it, a claw? I don't know what it is, but I think it looks pretty neat, and you get to position it. So how do I get a conversion beamer on there? Well, not liking to do easy things, I decided to make this one a little bit more complex. This conversion beamer, let me go over this real quickly, see if I can show you guys. Pretty neat stuff, but very, very, very strong. I'm thumbing through the pages here, and on page 70 of the rule book, it tells you the conversion beamer, it's a pretty strong weapon, and the further it goes, the better, so long as you're under 72 inches. That's pretty much the whole table. It can be a blast, I say blast, haha. It can be a blast in Apocalypse games. Strength 10, AP 1, that's a heavy 1 blast. So very, very cool. But if you put him on a bike, he's relentless. How are you going to put him on a little skinny bike? And how are you going to get that thing going? And how's it going to look right? It's probably not. So I went all out. I did this, made the quad bike using the tutorial. And liking the conversion beamer, I wanted to make it a little more complex. Let me show you before I put it on. I put another little piece up on top because I thought this was kind of cool. Maybe like another little laser that joins up with the original blast. Could be a sensor of some sort. I don't know. It looks complicated, so I thought it was cool. Let me know what you think. Is it too much? Is it too bulky? Too much? Let me know. Please leave some comments. But I've got it so I can just slide this bad boy right on. And it does. It slides fairly easily. And now you've got a conversion bike, or excuse me, a quad bike with a conversion beamer. And so if you want to get gangster with it, the nice thing, because it's on a magnet, look at that, you can get gangster with it. Shoot sideways. What do you think of that, son? So anyway, post your comments, let me know what you think. Hope you like it. I'm going to paint it, put it up maybe in the next week or so. But thanks for listening, and as always, please feel happy to subscribe or leave some comments because I appreciate it. Thank you.